we have to deal in all ways. Because when we fail to acknowledge that we are struggling in sexual sin, in pornography, watching pornographies, all other sins, sexual sin needs some people to be around. But pornography, you don't need anyone. You only need your phone, you need your internet, and these are something that me and you and all of us, we should be attentive so that God will help us into it. And then even as we continue, the second steps that can also help us is that we should be a people who set time alone with God, having a retreat with God, conversing with Him, telling Him how we are struggling. Because even if you don't tell Him, He knows. But remember, the first answers of prayer is asking. So we should be able to ask God, tell Him how we are struggling, that we are not pure, so that God will give you a revelation knowledge on how to live in that situation or how to overcome it. So ask God. And you can ask God, you should not ask God in the noisy places. Time alone, have time with God, and continue to asking Him that this is my area of weaknesses. I'm struggling in this area, and I need you to deliver me. And mind you, God is a Father, and He is a deliverer, He is a King. He is going to meet you at your point of need. So, what are your struggles? Set time alone. Be with God. Have retreat with Him. Let Him speak to you in Bible reading, in scripture memory, so that He can guide you on which path you need to take on. Otherwise, you will keep on living and you would forget that you need to do something. And friend, I want also to share with you the third, and this is very key, the third steps that we need to take in is that remember we have said number one that you have to admit, acknowledge that you are struggling. The second thing is you have to set time alone with God. Go for a retreat. And when you go for a retreat, you will realize that God will give you a revelation knowledge that will help you to handle that situation that can come to an end. And then the third thing is go for help. When a child of God or a believer is struggling in sexual sin and they have refused to ask for help, it becomes so difficult for them to overcome it. Ask for help from your mentors, from your pastors, from your spiritual leaders, from someone that you can confide in. Yeah, there is a danger that people fear that maybe I will tell this and the person, but you have to seek help from reliable men, faithful men, men who will give their life and they will not really speak against you, but they will help you to overcome the challenges that you're going through. Help. That's the third point. Why? Because when you have admitted, acknowledged by yourself, you know where is the problem. You have gone to God in quiet time, in time alone with Him. Now you seek for help because there are things that will only go unless you are vulnerable to other people. Seek help. And when you're seeking help, those are good steps that can help you to overcome sexual immorality. And seeking help means that you should be a person who is learning to be vulnerable. Be open. People will not help you unless you are open, and God will not help you. Why? Because God helps us, but sometimes He uses people around us. So seek help from reliable people, people who are committed to God and to you, so that you can overcome the urge of sexual immorality. Why? Because this is a battle. And that's why if you have tried alone by acknowledging, you also give your life so that God will speak to you, revelation knowledge, you now seek help. And then the fourth one, and this is so key, The fourth one is